Now I would like to talk about subtraction as finding the missing addend. Let's start with something with whole numbers. Let's say we have 5 minus 3. Seen that before. 5 minus 3. And we want to know what that is. Well, this could be like you have $3 and you need $5. You want to know how much you need to add to 3 to get to 5. Now this might be easier to model on a number line if I can draw a straight one. So let's see. Okay. So let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3. There's 3. 4, 5. And there's 5. So 5 minus 3, what we're saying is, I have 3 and I want 5. So I'm going to start at 3. Let me get another color. So as a missing addend, I'm going to say 3. What can I add to 3 to get to 5? And a lot of people do this when they're first learning subtraction. 5 minus 3, they say, okay, I'll start at 3 and see how much I have to go to get to 5. On the number line, you could start at 3 and then see 1, 2. Whoa. Sometimes that finger just slides. Let's try that again. 1, 2. We have to go forward 2. So the missing addend is 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So subtraction with the missing addend, people usually find this easiest with whole numbers. But now, what if we have negative numbers? What if we wanted to do, let's say, well, let's start just by reversing the one we just did. What if we wanted to do 3 minus 5? So maybe you say, oh, I had $5 in my bank account, and now I have 3. What was added to it? So you say, okay, I had 5. What would I add to 5 to get to 3? 3 is the total. 5 is considered one of the parts in this case. Well, in this case, if I start at 5 and I want to get to 3, I have to go backwards 1, 2. So that is a minus 2, a negative 2. So 5 plus negative 2 makes 3. But again, for the missing addend, okay, people usually are pretty good with this with the whole numbers. Use 5 minus 3, you say, okay, so I start at 3, what do I need to get to get to 5? It can be a little more confusing when we're starting, when the second number is bigger. But it's still the same thing. You take the second number and you say, which is the subtrahend, and you say, what do I add to that to get to the second number? And this could be good on a number line also. Well, let's do a different example on another number line. So let's do something with negatives. How about negative? Oops, get back to my pencil. Change the color. Change it to blue again, I guess. Say we have 3 minus negative 2. And we want to know what that equals. So what we're going to say is, okay, so if I start at negative 2, what do I have to add to negative 2 to get to 3? The first number is where you want to end up. So negative 2 plus what will equal 3? You could count from negative 2 up to 3. You could do a number line. Here's negative 2. Let's say, negative 1. Let me undo that. Negative 2, and then negative 1, 0, mark 0, 1, 2, 3. So What would I add to negative 2 to get to 3? Looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. So negative 2 plus 5 equals 3. 5 is what I have to add to negative 2 to get to 3. So 3 minus negative 2 is 5. Do one more. Oh, it did that again on me. Okay. What did I do to get that to go away? Before. Okay. So let's say we have 4. Oh, let me go back to the other color. Good. 4. How about negative 4 minus negative 5? Oh, there we go. So what we're saying is, starting at negative 5, what would have to be added to negative 5 to get to negative 4? That's our missing add-in, because what we're doing is we want to find out what is added. So our equation would be negative 5 plus what equals negative 4. And however you want to figure it out, I'll just say, look, here's negative 5. Negative 4 is going to be right next to it. So to get from negative 5 to negative 4, I am going to have to add 1. So negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. And negative 4 minus negative 5 then is also 1. And that is subtracting by finding the missing add-in. Let me just generalize it, I guess. Okay. If I have A minus B equals C, for find the missing add-in, I will say if I start at B, what do I want to add? Oh, let's take the C off of there. Okay, I'll just backtrack. A minus B equals something. So then what I would say is, what would I add to B to get to A? That is finding the missing add-in, the missing number that you have to add to B to get to A.